All right, so looking at the syllabus, the calendar, the test is Friday. Not open note, so be ready for that. Although by the time we get there, like most of you are probably fine right now, but we got a few more days to practice. We have a quiz today. Virtual guys, it's posted, so you're ready to do that whenever you want. We don't have a specific worksheet assigned for tomorrow, so if you're keeping up with the worksheet, officially worksheet 3 was assigned yesterday, worksheet 4 is assigned today. There's not one assigned tomorrow, and then they'll all be due on Friday. So and there's nothing new, so it's just more practice. Because knowing this is super important moving forward. You're going to have to keep referring to, the sine of pi over 2, the cosine of pi over 3. So you're going to need to get that method down where you can get the answer relatively quickly without having to, draw out the whole unit circle. We draw it out once to kind of make all the connections and see all the symmetry, but then when we're done drawing it, we're like, okay, once I understand what's going on, you shouldn't need it anymore. And I think most of you are there. So today we'll take the quiz, and you can have time in class to work on worksheet 4, hopefully finish it, and then you're done with homework. It's just what do you need to do to study. Tomorrow I'll answer questions, and we'll do a fun Kahoot quiz. No grade attached to it, just for the fun of it to review. And then Friday we will test. You online guys, you absolutely must Zoom with video on Friday, since this is an online, or since it's not an open note test. I'll send that in an email as well. But Friday, most of you do this already because you're supposed to. But if you don't do it on Friday, you'll get a 0 because I've got to see that you're working the test on your own without any help from people or notes. So again, I'll send that in an email. But now you've been warned. Let's do some warm-ups. So let me post these for you guys at home. So pause those, or go ahead and pause. Try those and come back and see how you do. And again, try them without looking at anything, because what's the point if you're just staring at the unit circle? That's not the point. So try those just on your own. Hopefully they don't take long. Press pause, come back, and we'll go over them. Let's see, sine of 11 pi over 6. So fourth quadrant, narrow angle. Sine means y. So the y coordinate would be -1/2. Hopefully they're getting to be that quick for you. And maybe it's a little bit longer because you're still getting familiar with it, but hopefully they're going quick. Tangent of -45. Trying to look and see how you guys did this. I definitely saw some people that said, well, -45, I can handle that. That's the middle angle in the fourth quadrant. If you don't like that, you can add 360. And that gets you 315. It's almost more work to find 315 than to find -45. But however you get there, coterminal 315 or -45. Tangent is y over x. So the y one is -√2 over 2. The y coordinate is -√2 over 2. The x coordinate is √2 over 2. Remember, because it's the middle angle, so the sides are medium, so they're equal to each other. And so that looks like a mess, but it's one thing divided by the same thing, except for the negative sign, so -1. Cosecant of pi. All right, well, pi is halfway around right there. Coordinates are -1, 0. Cosecant is the flip of sine, so 1 over y, 1 over 0 is undefined. And again, that's showing more work than some of you will. That's okay. Some of you may draw the picture and be thinking this in your head, and then you see 1 over 0 and you just write undefined. And that's okay. You don't have to show everything. I do want you to draw the picture every time. Also, drawing the picture every time is your place to get partial credit. It's like the only place to get partial credit. Or plus and minus. If you miss the sign, that's partial credit too. Cosine 3 pi over 4. So 3 over 4 is almost to 1. So second quadrant. over 4 is the one in the middle. So the side lengths are the same. Cosine just means I need the x side, which is negative root 2 over 2. So to further answer your question, I want the picture, but you don't really even have to label the picture. Like the picture may be enough for your brain to say, oh yeah, I know what, this is the side I'm looking for. And some of you, I could see you're like sort of emphasizing that side with how you draw it. And that's fine too. I mean, label and draw whatever you need to help you get the right answer. I would at least want to see the picture and the answer. Anything else in there is up to you to help you get the right answer. Sine of 90 degrees. So there's 90 degrees. 0, 1. Sine is the y-coordinate, so the answer is 1. So hopefully those went pretty quick and pretty easy for you. Just good practice. And the test, I was just looking at it to make sure there wasn't anything crazy on it. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of these type problems. There are a couple at the end on the test that are like the bottom of worksheet 3, I think, where we have you add or multiply them. So that's not really extra unit circle stuff. I guess it's extra fraction stuff, but it's not really that much more difficult.
How many questions are on
How many questions are on the test? I just looked at it. Like 17 or 18. Something like that. Time-wise, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Because I was timing these out at about 50 seconds each. And so on the test, you won't be time restricted like that. But 20 questions, even if you take a minute each, is 20 minutes. So you're going to be fine. And so if you take a couple extra minutes on one that's hard or you have to figure out, you're still going to be fine time-wise come Friday.